worthless mutts. But there are cases where they disobey those rules and let the dogs attack anyways. Just like in the case where the guy was surrendering, the dog nut still let the dog attack. So these rules that they have regarding these dogs, they mean nothing. And rules in general, dog lovers are known for breaking rules. When a park says no dogs allowed, what do you think the dog nuts do? They allow dogs in the park. When a store says only service dogs, what do you think happens? Dog nuts bring any kind of dogs into the store, and the store doesn't say anything. So these rules with dogs, they're worthless. Highly, highly worthless.
Expedite the finding of the people. The dogs can do it much faster than humans can.
Dan Maxwell is a former officer and current professor at the University of New Haven.
It's almost like a perfect storm of some things that just didn't connect.
We sent him the footage and internal affair documents to get his opinion.
The officers were already at kind of a heightened state of awareness. This translates to the canine. Canines are extremely attuned to how their handlers are behaving.
So is there anything to prevent a situation like this?
Trying to get better information before everybody goes in. Better information from the complainant, better information via dispatch.
He also said more training.
Like The Rock says, it doesn't matter. These canines are attacking people without command. Attacking random bystanders, children, for nothing. So having all these commands and rules and yada 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 in place and having these precautions when dogs are involved, it means nothing. Dogs are mindless. They're brain damaged mutants. These rules, you have dogs, it doesn't make sense to even have them because dogs don't know about these rules. Dogs are brain damaged, loose cannon, mindless mutts. Whether you are a good person or a good cop, good handler, it doesn't matter to the dog. They're still going to attack innocent people. I'm pretty sure a lot of these canine handlers were very good people, were very good police officers. They serve their community and their city proud with high standards. But guess what? The dog doesn't care about that. The dog is still going to attack. I'm pretty sure a lot of these canine handlers mean well, but their dog still attacks innocent people. All we can do is just create these excuses to protect these
always
worthless
helps.
mutts.
It's unclear if anything changed after this incident, since Internal Affairs only wrote up one officer for not wearing his body camera, not the same officer whose body camera ran out of battery.
It really changed my opinion of the Memphis Police Department.
Maxwell had multiple bite wounds on his leg and says he bruised his tailbone pretty bad. He's now filed a lawsuit, and it appears officers don't blame him.
It looks really bad on us, which we didn't intend to sick a dog on some guy making a snack.
Jessica Gertler, WREG, News Channel 3.
God, I hate these dogs and I hate these dog owners. They've done nothing but cause and create problems. Who remembers this? One of a classic. A guy is bitten by a dog for, again, no reason whatsoever. Playing football, hope you can see well. He gets close to the dog because he's running, doing his thing. He gets bitten. See that? For nothing. It shouldn't matter if this guy is close to the dog or not. This guy means no harm to the dog. He's playing a football game. His focus is on playing defense, on catching that ball, on playing some hard knock defense. He has no intention of hurting no dog, but yet this dog always want to go bite people. Always want to bite people. Always wants to go and bite people. Guy's playing his defense, only paying attention to the defense, made a good little play there. Taunts a little bit. That's part of the game, and yet gets bitten for no reason. God, I just hate these dogs. I hate them. I hate them. I hate these dogs. Man. Have you guys seen that classic Chris Rock skit when he talks about, you know, so-called black people? He's like, I hate the N-word, you know. I'm saying, I hate these dogs. I really hate them. I hate dogs so much. But anyways, next video. I'm a ball, man. I'm a ball. These worthless dog nutters are not do a damn thing. Man, they have a whole army, man. It's like a whole army. And even when they have a whole army, they're worthless. Even with a whole army, they're worthless. Even with a whole army, they're worthless. Sorry, I thought the guy who was being bitten was crying. Looks like just the bystanders. So this dog is biting one of the officers. Imagine that. Imagine that. Yeah, that just goes to show how brain damaged these dogs are. They graduate, they're educated, but are still dumb as a dog. It's hard to compare dogs to anything because dogs are just in their own little league. Dogs are just dumb. A lot of natural animals, they do dumb things, but dogs are just naturally dumb.
Imagine a cop being so violent that
I think I'm gonna get X for this one. So in this video, I'm not sure exactly the whole story, but the canine handler's dog ends up biting the canine handler instead of the suspects or the other perpetrator bystanders. So all it is just talking. I'm gonna see if I can watch without the background noise. So here we have the guy with the dog, the bystanders. Again, I don't know exactly what's going on. And then they gotta say following contains content that may be disturbing for that some may find disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Again, I'm not sure what's going on. Here we have the police officer trying to intimidate the bystanders by using the dog because the dog is a weapon. It is a tool, but still worthless. Again, he's trying to intimidate with the dog. Throws down the bystander, and guess what happens? The dog then bites the officer. Okay, that's kind of funny though. When it happens to these owners, it's funny. It's funny. We can't deny that it's funny. The cop thinks the dog's on his side, but guess what? No, the dog's gonna bite your ass. The dog's gonna bite your ass because it don't matter. Dogs. All brain damaged mutants. There are multiple cases like that where the dog is biting their handler. They bite or attack their handler.
Justice for a police canine officer.
Justice for Oni! Justice for Oni!
The arrest of a YouTube content creator named Riverside County Accountability captured something more than just him in handcuffs. His real name is David Chavez. Watched the Riverside County deputy with his canine, apparently named Oni. Well, the overeager dog bit his officer, and the officer responds by taking the dog down to the ground, then gives the dog a slap before putting him back in the patrol car.
Is that really abuse, though? We see dog nutters do that thing. Cesar Milans, the dog trainers, they all do that. I don't even know what it's really called. Is it dog? I'll call it dog submit. Dog submissive. Dog submissive training. Yeah, see, a lot of trainers, they do this. And dog nutters, whatever, they will not call this abuse. And that's what this guy did. He did exactly that.
This happened to bit his officer, and the officer responds by taking the dog down to the ground.
The dumb dog bit his handler. The dumb dog bit the handler. And he did
Then
what
gives
all
the
dog
dog a
trainers
slap.
do.
So
Is
responds
put the
by
dog
taking
down.
the dog down to the ground.
How
Then
was that
give-
abuse, though? How is that abuse? We see here, they do this all the time. The Caesar Milans do this, too. And he gets, what, millions of dollars because he does that. Yeah. And they say, do this to dominant dogs. That's what he did. That's what he did. Caesar Milan dominant dog. Let's see if he does it in here. So yeah, I can't find it. But you guys know what I mean. They will put these dogs like this, and that's what this guy did.
gives the dog a slap before putting him back in the patrol
slap?
car. This happened 2 days.
So
Then
what?
gives the officer, and the officer responds by taking the dog down to
So
the ground.
what? The
Then
dog
gives-
just bit him. So what? What is he supposed to do? Laugh at it? Smile? Walk as if nothing happened? That is just natural human reaction to something so brain dead. If you're gonna do something stupid, deserve it right back.
Deputy with his canine, apparently named Oni. Well, the overeager dog bit his officer, and the officer responds by taking the dog down to the ground. Then gives the
How is
dog a
that
slap
abusive?
before putting him back in the patrol car.
This guy basically did nothing. Nothing. This dog graduated. You think this dog would be, be smart, but still act like a brain damaged mutant.
This happened.
This dog, just like
Well,
the
the
dog I seen the
and
other
deputy-
day, was acting
with
the
his canine,
same
par-
exact way. Same exact way, jumping and moving all around everywhere. Same thing. And all dog trainers teach, I teach dog nutters to do that pose. They show them in videos to do that pose. I don't know. I really don't know what it's really called. I don't know what it's called, but you guys know what I mean. When they lay the dog on the ground and they do this to them, that's what he did. But they're calling this abusive. How is this abusive? How is this abusive? Dogs only listen through food and physical punishment. You're taught to do these things. A little slap? It was like nothing. Gosh, these things will attack surrendered suspects. The handlers won't stop the dog from attacking. And that dog, gets praised and worshipped. The officers get praised and worshipped. But when the dog does something it's not supposed to do and they react this way and try to defend and correct the dog, now they're saying it's abuse? Now this is abuse, but how when the dog is attacking bystanders? How is that not abuse? God, these dog nutters, man. They just want to protect these dogs. What they want to do is protect these dogs.
attorney will not file charges against a former police officer accused of mistreating his canine partner.
The whole thing was caught on camera, made the rounds on social media, but I gotta tell you, this is a really upsetting video. It shows former officer James Hampton and Zool during a training session. You can see Hampton lift Zool off the ground by his leash, swing him around, slam him into a patrol car, shove him in the patrol car, and then hit him with his hand. The DA's office said they don't condone the training and disciplinary techniques that were used.
The Rowan County District
The
Attorney
dog
will
wasn't
not-
listening. I don't see I don't see the problem here. Dog's not listening. The dog is not listening to its master. The dog is worthless. The dog really has no life. The dog has one job, and that's to listen. The dog failed to listen. So what? And I've said it. When these dogs are just slaves. They're slaves. They're made to be slaves. And also the attention stuff and et cetera, et cetera. But when these things don't do what the dog nutter wants them to do, the dog nutter is going to abuse them. It's going to get mad. It's going to dump them, abandon them. See, these dogs have only one, in the dog nutter's perspective, only one job, and that is to obey them. When they fail to obey the dog nutter, these are the types of things that happens to the dog when it doesn't obey, doesn't do what that dog nutter wants them to do. This is what happens. And these things are supposed to make you less stressed out. This dog culture is very stupid. They lose in every perspective. They're always going to lose. That's why they have to lie, create excuses, and, sweep things under the rug as if it never happened.
More on the investigation into what happened back on June 15th. And Jack, this is going to be disturbing to a lot of people to see this.
Guys, it's disturbing and, to be quite honest, extremely shocking. This is the relationship most are used to.
Shocking? Is it really that shocking to see a dog nutter abuse their worthless mutt? I mean, I know it happens quite often. Because that dog nut, they want the dog to obey them. They want the dog to do exactly what they want them to do. If that dog is unslavable, doesn't want to know its place, then this is what they do to them. They hurt them. They abandon them. They dump them. They treat them like trash because they're not obeying. But when these dogs are obeying, like good little slaves that they are, then they're going to worship and praise the thing as if the dog wanted to do this. But when the dog doesn't want to do that, then they get very vexed. They get mad. They hurt the dog. They curse the dog. They abandon. They dump the dog. Dog culture, man. It's a sick cult.
Scene between a handler and his dog. But on the night of June 15th, the love and respect gave way to abuse. And a warning, the video you're about to see is very graphic. Now, the man seen here in the orange cap is Ramsey County canine handler Brett Berry. Surveillance cameras outside the Black Bear Casino in Carlton were rolling when Berry appears to pick up and slam his service dog to the ground. The dog that neighbors tell Fox 9 is named Boone, then takes off running but gets stuck trying to get back here in the casino. Berry then approaches and appears to scold and repeatedly strike the dog.
Stress-free, eh? Dogs make you less stressed out, eh? Oh, man. And they're always, these dogs are going to have another excuse for this. Blame the guy. Oh, the guy is sick. The guy is that. But you guys always say dogs alleviate stress. Dogs are friendly. Dogs are loyal. Dogs are this. Dogs are perfect. Dogs are all this. But when you see this, it doesn't reflect what you're preaching. You treat dogs as if they're perfect. If they're so perfect, why is this happening? Why are they getting dumped? Why are dogs attacking innocent people? Because they're not perfect. But you pretend and act as if they're perfect when they're far from. And if they were this perfect, why do these situations happen? And I'm pretty sure these happen a lot behind closed doors. Happens a lot. Because dogs are annoying. Dogs are worthless. They're worthless. They stress people out. Their job is just to obey. And when the thing doesn't want to obey, it makes the dog nutters angry. It makes them vex.
Officer punching his own canine partner. The video is hard to watch and has many questioning the canine handler.
It was like the dog was crying. The dog was crying like somebody was running him over or something like that. It was bad crying.
Roberto Palomino was on his way to work Monday morning when he heard a dog crying and recorded this video, which is hard to watch. A Vacaville police officer is sitting on top of his canine partner, punching the dog. Police say the officer was doing routine training in the back parking lot of a Vacaville fire station.
Before the video, at least I saw him giving at least 10 punches to the dog.
Vacaville Police Captain Matt Lydon says as part of training, the handler had rewarded the canine with a toy.
The handler trying to obtain the toy, the dog became angry with the handler and lunged in attempt to bite the handler. Thank goodness.
So what do you expect? That's just a natural reaction. Another person tries to hurt you, you're gonna try to hurt them back. Same thing with these worthless mutts. These worthless mutts try to attack you or bite you or did bite you. Your natural reaction is to get a little physical. A bug touches you, mosquito, your reaction is to slap that bug. But when dogs attack us, dog nutters, they just want us to take it and smile and move on. Yeah, these dogs are so perfect and great, but they can attack us, attack their own handler, attack their own master. And their master is supposed to laugh, be happy, take a sip of something and just move on. But when they do things like this, that's considered abuse now. Cesar Millan does it, it's abuse. Do these things, pull the leash, whatever Caesar does, it's all abuse. But when these dogs attack you, you're just supposed to take it. Take it and smile. Just like Tupac said, take it and smile. You're supposed to take it and smile. About to set the record straight. Dogs are going to be the one that you love to hate. I just made that up. But, yeah. It's dog culture. These dogs can kill you, basically. Basically, they can kill you, and you can't do or say anything to the dog. If it was up to majority of dog lovers, after a dog killed someone, a lot of them would keep the dog alive. They would keep the dog alive.
Now to this, caught on camera, a police dog attacked in Anaheim. Officers were searching for a stabbing suspect when they saw a man run up to a house and jump through a window. When he finally agreed to come out, so did that large dog. It charged the police canine. An officer zapped the dog with a taser, and it took off. Both of the dogs are okay. The suspect, as you see here in this video, was arrested. It turns out he had nothing to do with the stabbing. He ran because he was a parolee at large. He is now back in jail.
So, canine dog finally met its match. The canine dog finally met its match. As soon as the pit bull comes, that canine dog, you know, is the victim now. But when this thing is attacking people, you know, it's an accident, it's a mistake. Oh, let's let the dog keep biting. Oh, that foolishness they do. But as soon as this pit bull goes after them, oh no, oh no, the tables are turned.
And it took off. Both of the dogs are okay. The suspect, as you see here in this video, was arrested. It turns out he had nothing to do with the stabbing. He ran because he was a parolee at large. He is now back in jail. Wow.
Yeah. Dogs, canine dogs are worthless too. How about this one? How we doing for time, ladies and gentlemen? We are.
We turn now to that shocking.
Ooh, it's probably the longest I've ever been on. Maybe not.
Western Indiana police
Can't
officer
remember.
in some hot water. We want to warn you that this video may be considered graphic by some. The video posted to the internet appears to show the Hammond police officer lifting his canine partner by its collar and hitting it with a leash. This happened on a busy street with other officers standing nearby. The mayor
Really?
confirms the officer is now on administrative leave.
Really?
And the dog has been removed from his control.
Dog doesn't want to do what its master says. That's what's gonna happen. Dog has one job, and that is to obey. Before we continue, I want to show you how worthless dogs are. Hi, there's a dog alone in Fairview, and first he was crying. Sorry, it was crying when we got near. Hopefully, this helps find its dog nutter. So again, this just to show how worthless these dogs are. When left alone in public, wild, etc., they're worthless. They're brain damaged. They don't know what to do. They're done. They're vulnerable. They can't fend for themselves. That's because they're worthless. And I just wish dog culture can just accept that dogs are worthless, accept that they're not strong, they're not brave, they're not intelligent, they're not independent. Because you don't want dogs to be they don't want dogs to be independent. If dogs are independent, then it dismisses the whole purpose of having dogs. But again, this just demonstrates how worthless they are. Dogs are left alone, whatever, they cry and whatnot. It's because they're worthless. They can't take care of themselves. They need a dog nutter to feed them, to feed them. Pretty much it. That's pretty much just to feed them. Because these dogs are dumb. They're dumb. Look at this. Sorry, I can't serve. Humans are an aggressive breed. And it really should say I can't serve pit nutters or pit lovers. They're an aggressive, because it is the pit lover, the dog lover, that is the ones that are giving these worthless mutts the bad reputation. Other people, dog haters, etc. They try to keep away from these dogs. But it's the dog lover, it's the pit lover that keeps getting them and keeps demonstrating that these things are too dangerous over and over again. Because again, this doesn't really make any sense. Doesn't make sense. Because without a human, this thing would starve. Without a human, these things die. Period. And we have shelters offering these things for free. They're offering them for free for maybe $5, $1. They're offering them for friggin' cheap and free. So if people are the problem, why do they still want to have people owning these things? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. If people are the ones making them dangerous, why even keep offering them for free? Why keep offering them to people if people are going to make these dogs bad or dangerous? It just doesn't make sense. Makes sense not whatsoever when they make these memes, incriminating themselves, proving that these dogs are worthless and dangerous. It's just so ridiculous, man. How about this dumb meme? Please don't stop loving me because I get old. I always love. Again, just a sign. It only proves that dogs are worthless. Dogs are worthless. They don't do nothing but sit, walk, shit, eat. That is it. And wander around the house like a brain damaged mutant. I've seen them in these videos. You watch a video that's not even about dogs, where the person isn't even paying attention to the dog. All the dog is doing is wandering around like a brain damaged mutant with no place to go, nothing to do. Cats don't do that. Rabbits don't do that. They have something to do. They're going to relax, chill, and be themselves. But dogs, they wander around like a brain damaged mutant because they're worthless. And again, it's people that are making these memes. The dog ain't saying this. Dog ain't saying anything. The dog is not saying a damn thing. Dog just wants food. That's all it wants. But we have people making this, acting as if the dog is saying this. And again, dog lovers are so dumb. You can easily fool a dog lover with memes like this because they're going to actually think dog lovers are actually going to think the dog is actually saying this. Kid you not. And when they respond to posts like this, they respond in a way as if they're talking to the dog, as if the dog is the one typing this, as if the dog is going to read the comments. That's how foolish and brain dead this dog culture is. That's why a lot of them get scammed and attacked by their own dogs. They get scammed by dog lovers, scammed by dog lovers, scammed by the dog industry because they're so foolish. So foolish. Now they have.
He goes through and
Now
smells
they have
people.
a nasty, filthy dog smelling and putting its disgusting mouth all up in your, excuse my language, into your shit. All up into your luggage. Nasty mouth, nasty nose, nasty self. All up into your luggage. All up into you.
And if he alerts, I will talk to the passenger and find out if they have any food, what they have.
O'Hare has a sharp security team.
Always groping these things. Why are they always groping them? Always groping them. And this thing isn't receptive to this
sniff
thing.
out trouble.
What are you doing? Always groping the thing, man.
It's the 80s, but continues to advance.
Let's get to Casey Cronus and get ready to meet the Beagle Brigade.
In many cases, travelers don't realize the items they are bringing in from overseas could be devastating to our agriculture. Other times, they are trying.
All right. They're saying that there's some things that people bring in from various countries into another country, but why do they ignore how vile dogs are, though? Why do they ignore that? Why do they ignore, it doesn't matter what dog you get from whatever country, bring it into whatever country, these dogs are going to attack. They're capable of attack and or killing people. But they say nothing about that, but have a problem with fruit? They have a problem with rum? Am I making sense here, people? Yeah, people getting upset because you bring some type of fruit or plant or rum into the country. But they say nothing about these dogs that they're bringing into countries that are killing people every day. Jeez.
Trying to smuggle these products in.
What you think, Rocky?
In O'Hare's International Terminal.
Oh boy.
Passengers
They're smelling
coming
up all
into
the
the
things, man.
country
It's
have to
disgusting,
go
man.
through Rocky, a member
Punch this
of the
dog.
Beagle
I said it.
Brigade.
Aha.
You may have that.
I have to take it.
Every day, U.S.
Smelling up on the things, yo.
You may have that.
I have to take it.
Every day, U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers find
Such a
unwelcome
dog
meats,
nutter.
fruits, and vegetables packed away in luggage and cargo.
Fresh leaves are not allowed in.
They do it with the help of
So you can't bring leaves into the country? But they allow dogs who are dangerous and who will attack and kill people, spread diseases, destroy nature, attack wildlife. But you bring in plants, fruits, rum, etc. That's a problem for these people?
highly trained canines.
Rocky himself has found about 30 pounds worth of cowhide in one bag.
When Rocky spots something
Oh, look at this,
questionable.
man. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. Have a dog touch up all over your stuff. Put its nose into your stuff. All up in your bag. You could be allergic to dogs. You could hate dogs. But this thing is all up on your stuff, man.